Welcome to DC News Now at noon. I'm Mark Hall.
I'm Annalisa Gale.
And I'm meteorologist Damon Matson. And Mark, I'm going to hijack this one from you because
Let's go.
Annalisa and I want to say, first off, for everyone out there watching, happy birthday, Mark Hall, on this December 30th.
Woo!
Let's go.
Yo,
Happy birthday, Mark. Another year.
It's the 30th anniversary of my 30th birthday, so I feel good. I feel good.
Awesome.
You woke up this morning, and what were your first thoughts?
Oh, my first thought was it's a blessing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We don't have to go too deep into it, but you know where I'm going with that. It's great to be here. It's certainly great to be celebrating another day on this earth with my work family for sure. But it's kind of interesting as you get older. You know, you can kind of see both sides. And, I'm just grateful to be here for sure.
We couldn't forget about you, Mark. That's why we had to start the show like this.
I appreciate it. And, hey, I'm looking forward to the rest of the day. I'm going to get myself a nice, big, good dinner after work and maybe a little glass of wine or two or three or four of the whole doggone bottle.
Well, we appreciate your wisdom in the newsroom
Awesome.
over the years. Always a mentor to everyone.
Yeah.
And always so kind.
And you guys keep me energetic. You
Yes.
guys, keep me going, and it's a win-win for sure.
Awesome. Well, hey, it's your day, man. So whatever you want to lead off with, I don't know. It's one of those days, though. I hope I can get some better weather for you.
I'm
right?
okay.
Okay.
I'm kind of expecting it because I've been paying attention to you, really for the past week. So I know what's coming.
Yeah, that wind was really howling last night, Damon. It was so loud. It woke baby up, so he eventually made it to our room. But he could not stay asleep. It was knocking on things and noises were being made.
Yeah, it was another level, I think, across the whole region last night. I mean, those winds just kept on going, and that's why today we still have that DMV first warning in effect for just a little while longer because those stronger wind gusts are still happening in parts of the region. But as we progress through the afternoon and evening, here's the great news. It's finally not going to be this windy. And here is what we had to deal with those strongest wind gusts basically kicking up yesterday afternoon and lasting straight through the night. Now, the more north and west you went from D.C. and across the area, you ran into some of those stronger gusts. Sibyllsville peaked at 76 miles per hour. Hagerstown at the airport there, 60. So yeah, north and west, you had 60 plus mile per hour gusts, a little more common, but it was still downright windy, a bit more to the south and east. Reagan officially recorded a gust of 54 miles per hour. In Lovettsville and Loudoun County, 50, and Laurel in Prince George's County, 48 miles per hour. Now, as it stands, we just had a little bit of a cutback with those wind advisories up across north central Maryland. Those have been allowed to expire. High wind warnings remain in effect there in the orange across our mountain counties until 4 p.m. And it looks like the National Weather Service has kept the wind advisory along the I-81 corridor from Winchester to Hagerstown, likely for another few hours there until those stronger gusts of 50 plus miles per hour start to die down. And you can see right where those strongest gusts still remain, where those warnings and advisories are in place. Now, we did just have a gust of 37 miles per hour around D.C., and we could still see 35 to 40 mile per hour gusts to the east through the rest of the day today. But again, those strongest wind gusts of 55, 60 miles per hour that were knocking down trees, power lines, and causing power outages across the area, those, thank goodness, are done. And we will continue to slowly but surely calm down. But it's a cold one. We felt it with the wind out there today. Temperatures are not going to get much above freezing across the area, and the wind chill is going to make it feel more like the teens and 20s. So we're back with this colder weather. Mark and Annalisa, will it be sticking around as we head into the new year? I will let you know that in the full forecast here in just a bit.
I love that in-show weather tease, man. Damon, thank you so very much.
Yep.
Well, Damon was talking about those strong winds that we were experiencing yesterday, and are at least gone, but certainly not forgotten. In the region, we saw that they knocked down trees and power lines, and a lot of those trees fell on homes, causing major damage. Local families are certainly being impacted. We've been really tracking a lot of the damage across the region, especially in Montgomery County. And Monday, this is in Tuckerman Lane near Lancelot Drive. A tree came down on this 2-lane road, blocking one lane, and it took several power lines down with it, certainly causing some traffic backups with drivers trying to maneuver around that. Obviously, challenges throughout the region because of the strong and severe winds, causing a lot of damage across the board.
Yes, definitely tough to see all that damage, but understandable considering how fast the wind was picking up yesterday. So hopefully they can do some cleanup here soon, and glad to see power is coming on in a lot of areas that lost power yesterday. All right, Mark, switching gears now, an update on the Woodbridge man accused of planting 2 pipe bombs on Capitol Hill in 2021. Now, according to court documents, he gave a detailed confession admitting to the crime. That's according to those documents filed by the prosecutors there. Brian Cole Jr. is accused of building and placing the bombs outside the Republican National Committee and the Democratic National Committee headquarters on the evening of the January 6th Capitol riots. Cole has denied targeting Congress or the certification of the 2020 election. And he said, quote, something just snapped. Prosecutors say phone records, license plate readers, and receipts for Lowe's and Home Depot tied him to the crime there. Now, DC News Now has reached out to Cole's attorney for additional comment, but so far we have not heard back. But happening today, a detention hearing is set for 1 p.m. and our Mariel Carbone is actually on the way there. She's been covering this story for us. So we'll hear more about his health condition, how he's doing, and apparently we're hearing that his attorneys rather, have been trying to claim that is a health condition that may qualify him to be released. We'll see if that is the case, and we'll update you on here and online at dcnewsnow.com.
And Annalise, I think the image that really comes to mind with when this investigation first began was the video surveillance that police released, and I'm not sure how helpful that was, because you had mentioned earlier, just some of the things in the investigation that maybe led to his arrest, but just the image of him dropping off those devices at both locations is something that kind of sticks with us. And you talked about mental health and the impact that this could have on the on the case moving forward. So obviously this is a story that will continue to stay with as in the days and weeks ahead. A new law in Maryland will soon require both barbers and cosmetologists to complete domestic violence awareness training to apply for or to renew their license. Now, the goal is to better prepare stylists for difficult conversations that can come up in the chair. Hair salons and barbershops have long been places where clients feel comfortable opening up, sharing personal stories and life challenges. Under the law, stylists will take 1 hour training designed to help them recognize warning signs, communicate safely, and connect with clients to those necessary resources where they can get help.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, because oftentimes, your barbers, your hairstylists, they're the ones talking to people about things that are happening to them in their personal lives, and sometimes, sadly, they serve as therapists. So, that could be good. They could definitely recognize those signs.
Annalisa Gale, when I tell you, this story kind of hits home, because the barbershop, especially for young men of color, is in many ways is a safe haven, a sacred place to meet. And you get to meet folks from all walks of life, different age groups, different educational levels, different backgrounds, and they share their stories. And the interactions that I've had, in the barbershops, especially when I was young, was so impactful. And for something like this to be part of, the license requirement or the renewal requirement, some may think, it may be a bit excessive or perhaps unfair, but I really think it makes sense, because you had mentioned that it's a gathering spot where a lot of people open up and share some of their personal life, personal experiences and things like that. I really think that some may think it's unfair, but I think it's a very, very good move for sure.
Yeah, definitely a good move. They could also probably recognize signs of human trafficking and other forms of abuse as well. So definitely good to see that. That is a great initiative, and I am wishing them the very best there. All right, well, let's talk about New Year's Eve a little bit and what you can do around town here in the DMV. One of my favorite places to be, Alexandria. They're having a New Year's Eve celebration tomorrow. You can celebrate New Year's Eve at First Night Alexandria, where music, magic, they claim, and community will light up Old Town and the Carlisle neighborhood. The family-friendly festival will transform the Alexandria area with live music and some art there as well. It's for all ages. I've been before. It's a fabulous time, and they're going to be setting off some fireworks in the evening as well. So if you're looking for a place to watch Old Town, the waterfront, always a good place to watch the fireworks there. Mark, where will you watch some fireworks? You need to see some fireworks tomorrow.
I need to. You know, I was in Alexandria yesterday. I don't know if I was in Old Town or not. I always get that confused. But I was in Alexandria yesterday for my extended lunch break.
Nice.
And it just seems like it's a very cool place to kind of hang out and spend time. I need Annalisa to get out of my bubble. Mm-hmm. You know where my bubble is.
Yeah.
It's the Northwest D.C., Wisconsin Avenue. But, you know, I'm not sure where. I know that the, what is the name of that big hotel convention center on the Maryland side? National
yes.
Harbor. Yeah. They're going to have something tomorrow as well. So I'm looking at some options, but it could be just watching the ball drop at home tomorrow.
That's always fun. It's always safe,
right.
Convenient.
Exactly.
Turn the TV on.
Maybe a glass
it's right
of wine.
there. Yeah.
Or just the bottle without the glass. But we'll see. We'll see.
Cut it out, Mark. A bottle of water works too.
I
thought. Remember, it's dry January.
It
It's
is
supposed to be a healthy time.
Okay. Well, maybe
You're supposed to go dry.
before the clock strikes midnight. How's that?
Yeah.
And then we'll go the dry January.
And speaking of going dry and being safe, there are options. If you do wish to partake in any festivities, you can get home safely. Metro has some options, Mark.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's you can celebrate New Year's Eve, again with family and friends. But if you need a ride home, a reminder for Metro riders that there's a holiday travel schedule that you need to know before the countdown to the new year, and then also there are different options, Lyft. And some of the other services as well. If you need a ride, they're going to be giving out codes tomorrow to call. I think there's a $15 cover that to cover that expense for free. So there's different ways to get home. The Metro system. The buses. Will be back on a Sunday schedule. The trains will start running again on New Year's Day at 5 a.m. And Metro Rail will stay open an extra 2 hours, stopping service at 2 in the morning. So there's definitely some ways for folks to get home if they need a safe way to get back.